Hello everyone and welcome to yet another Onward VRML 3 cast. I am your host, TheSkyJoker, and today we are bringing you the action FriendlyFire versus Virtual Secret. Flip-flop the other way, Virtual Secret being the home team. I hope everyone is having a good week so far and are enjoying this outstanding Tuesday, or have enjoyed it, depending on what time zone you are in. We are in the lobby, just waiting for both teams to get fully set up. So while we wait, we'll talk about the bans. Virtual Secret coming out with Suburbia, and FriendlyFire coming out with Snow Peak. An interesting set of bans going back and looking at the stats for both of these teams. Neither team is particularly bad or appear to be banning for weakness, and I believe Virtual Secret is actually have a pretty high win rate on Suburbia, so interesting bans coming out here. Maybe they're just trying to avoid each other in the close and long range type of situations. Virtual Secret maybe not wanting to fight them in the close of Suburbia. FriendlyFire maybe not wanting to fight in the longer ranges of Snow Peak. Maybe they're just not super comfortable on it. Not a lot of teams have a good play time on it. But to move on now to the first map pick, we're coming into one of the new maps in the pool, the custom map Sand, which this is my first time getting the chance to cast it myself, as most teams have been banning it, which has been a kind of an interesting little dynamic with it being new. most teams not wanting to take their chances on it. But it seems both of these teams are coming out confident, as neither one of them put in the ban. Once again, we're just waiting on that 5th from FriendlyFire. We'll go ahead and hop into the gameplay view so everyone can take a look at the leaderboard or roster that we have coming up here today. We've got Excise, Maximum, Blizzard, Rich, and Stidge on the side of Virtual Secret. And FriendlyFire, so far we've got Legend X, Mr. Trip, Missalot, and Monty B. Again, just waiting on that 5th. We'll go ahead and take a look around on the sand map that will be coming to you here live. So again, this is a new map, custom map being brought into the pool for this season, or at least for the first few weeks of it. And to start off, we have this, I would call this a market, maybe a small market objective out here in the outside, very central part of the map. Could prove an interesting dynamic, as the rooftop can be so powerful. Whichever team gets that can just overwatch the objective pretty efficiently, and it won't be super easy to surround this objective as it is out in the open. So we'll see just how these teams opt to take this. I know Virtual Secret actually has a pretty formidable marksman setup, so now thinking back, that might be part of the reason why FriendlyFire banned Snow Peak. Interesting they wouldn't ban Downfall, though. They did perform pretty well on Quarantine last I casted them. And we have our 5th coming in on the side of FriendlyFire being Foz. So that means both teams are full in the lobby, preparing their strategies for this upcoming round. Going and looking at these stats real quick, there's a huge favor towards FriendlyFire, coming out with 70 votes and only 16 on the side of Virtual Secret. Again, another landslide vote that we've been seeing a lot of lately. We'll see if that prediction comes true. And if there are any microphone problems or audio issues, please let me know. I just attained this new microphone and I've been playing around with the filters and such. So please let me know if there are any issues. I will see it 6 minutes into the future. Or at least your future. Go ahead and take one more look. See what we got going on here. As far as the dynamic of these two teams, I mean, FriendlyFire, last I saw them, did so well in their close range engagements. I'm really curious to see how Virtual Secret does in shutting them down. And FriendlyFire also coming back from some pretty hard spots. So Virtual Secret needs to realize that even if they get ahead, they need to stay ahead and not give FriendlyFire the opportunity to turn that around on them. Oh, as I go back into the scoreboard, we are actually rotating into round number 1. Go ahead and make sure there's no reset or anything coming out, and then we'll hop right back into that gameplay. It looks like both teams are ready to go for this round number 1. And they are off to the races. A nice little split off on the defense. Going to see some early action here over in the east. Rich and Missalot right next to each other, just barely passing each other's perspectives. Blizzard and Stidge with the duo. Looks like we had some drum mags get passed out. That'll come in handy as the shots come out from Maximum onto Legend, and a nice grenade from Stidge. Try and hop over here. Maximum taking up this northern rooftop. And Friendly Fire is now down too. Monty B picking up Maximum. With X-Ice going for the refrag. Doesn't quite hit his shot, so Monty with the return. Foz pushing down Stidge on the rotation. Now hunting for Blizzard. Missalot's only down. Could get revived here if Blizzard is taken care of. As I say, that Trip manages to get the angle. Let's get some lasers on here. As everybody loves the razors. Rich getting Foz. And now rotating for the revive onto Maximum. Ooh, Trip almost catching him out, though. Go ahead and follow along here. Mr. Trip gonna get the revive onto Missalot. Revives will come out successfully. Looks like they're gonna leave Missalot. Maybe for some callouts here. As Trip just now revives him. Wanted to make sure it was safe. Maximum falls down and downs himself with the fall damage. An unfortunate consequence of some of these ramps. Grenade right onto the defense position. Doesn't quite connect with anybody, though. A little bit of a pre-fire. Gonna give away where the approach is coming from. Monty just looking for the action over here. Rich gonna get a nice vantage point on top of this roof like I was bringing up earlier. He might be able to pick off Missalot and possibly Trip. He's careful. As I say, that Maximum picking up Monty B over in the auto shop. Rich just barely avoiding the line. He's gonna double peek it though. Missalot takes the shot. Down to just Maximum now. Oh no, Maximum's gun not fully loaded as you hear the click come out. Mr. Trip coming out on top of that engagement. Giving Friendly Fire the first point of the series. The connoisseurs smiling a little bit at that one. Again, 70 players favoring Friendly Fire to take this match series win. And only 16 for Virtual Secret. Friendly Fire doing a really good job once again at coming back from a deficit. They were down in numbers, but managed to take their time, grab the angles, and catch the defenders peeking out a little bit. Or, I'm sorry, catch the attackers peeking out. There's a lot of back and forth, but Friendly Fire held strong. Ahead and now take a look at how Virtual Secret opt to hold this objective. Friendly Fire stayed relatively condensed with a couple pushed out. Did lose those a little bit early though. We'll see if Virtual Secret opt for the same type of approach. Maybe they push out a little bit more. They got pretty aggressive there. Their attack being slightly out of sync on the objective. We'll see if they can make up for that. Go ahead and hop in to the gameplay view. As I say that, we are actually going into round number 2. We'll take a quick look at that leaderboard as everybody spawns in and prepares. I just see the comments about the microphone. Good. I'm glad everything's coming out okay. If I need to crank up the game volume or crank down my mic volume, please let me know. I'm actually peeking just a little bit, so I'm going to turn down the mic just slightly here. And then we will hop right back in to the game. Let's take a look at this defense setup. The defense staying pretty far off objective considering. The offense about to run into some action with Maximum and possibly Excise as well over here in the northeast. They're holding strong, waiting for the rest of Friendly Fire to get into position. Maximum with the nade doesn't catch anybody. Maximum picks up Monty with the swing out. Foz looking for the refrag, and he gets it. Now down to a 4-4 even split with a 3-man push coming out over here in the south. Missalot, Trip, and Legend gonna make their way. Foz still fighting it out. Looking for one, picks up Rich. Now a second kill for Foz. Bringing this to a 4-3. The defense being a little too aggressive here and getting punished for it. Excise far off objective, just waiting for somebody to rotate out of that doorway. Mr. Trip and Missalot here, very close to each other. This is pretty dangerous, as the defense could pull out some C4 here. Being this close together can be fatal for an offense. Blizzard right on the other side of this. Oh, and he comes out gunned down, but manages to react quick enough. Comes out in a trade. Blizzard, Rezible. Down to a 2.5, now down to a 2v3. Mr. Trip getting the confirm. Stitch coming for the refrag, and he gets it. Now down to a 2-2. Foz getting very close here. With Legend right on the other side, a little far behind from the attack. They really need to sync up here. Foz looking for Excise. Barely misses the peak. And just barely dodging the shots from Excise up on the top of the auto shop over there.
Taking fire from objective.
Comms coming out. 3 minutes on the clock. Plenty of time for them to get synced up here. We might have to split our attention. Utility coming out. Excise looking for the kill onto Foz. Trying to get a nice angle. Might rotate long. Stitch with the pre-fire, thinking he's inside. Foz now gonna swing out looking for Stitch. Assuming he kept going down the tunnel or the hallway, but did not. Stitch picking him up. And Legend now all alone against the two virtual secret defenders. Gonna try proning up to the objective, it looks like. It could work as both Stitch and Excise are on the opposite side of the objective. If Legend is sneaky and quick enough, this could be a cap. He's gonna check for the code here. His eyes are open for it. Oh, but the utility comes out, gonna give it away. Stitch with the pre-fire. Peeks out and catches Legend, not ready to engage on him. Giving Virtual Secret their first point on the board. Both teams winning their Volk rounds and bringing it to a tie. A very good hold for Virtual Secret. They lost a couple very early on as they were pretty aggressive and pretty peaky on the angles, but the remaining defenders stayed diligent on their angles. Blizzard trading over here, unfortunately getting confirmed. But the last two, again, staying disciplined and just waiting. They did leave a bit of an entryway here for Legend. If he hadn't popped that smoke, he might have gotten away with proning up to these, I would call them shelves, maybe. And, yeah, getting away with a cap. could have been dangerous. As we move in to round number 3. Again, some great plays coming out from both of these teams so far. Looks like we lost one on Friendly Fire, now only having 4 players. We'll hopefully see them return back to the battlefield pretty quickly here so we don't have to pop into an intermission. How does chat think this series is going to go with what we've seen so far? There's still plenty of time, plenty of rounds to go. Any predictions for this map even? Let us know in the comments. Anyway, the 5th member has returned onto Friendly Fire. We'll go ahead and hop into the gameplay view and check out the leaderboard. Maximum coming in with 3 kills. Stidge and Foz trailing with him. We're going to watch all of these numbers climb throughout this map. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next objective over here in the northeast. A very volatile objective, not the easiest to defend. A lot of little corners that the offense can take advantage of. And since it is walled in with no top coverage, plenty of utility to be thrown onto the defending team. And not a whole lot they can do about it. An airburst flash right above, about this high up, can catch almost any defender looking at objective. So they will be very hard-pressed to hold this objective against utility. We'll see if that comes into play or not while we await for the teams to hop in for their next round. And as I say that, we hear the nice countdown doing its thing. Hopping into round number 3. Go ahead and take a look at the offense here.
So you search flashing here. So you rush to stairs.
Yeah.
Drum mags being passed around once again. And they're just gonna leave the extra mags on the ground. Blizzard not too concerned with losing his ammunition, it looks like, as they move in to a 2-2 or a 2-1-2 split. The flanks being covered, the center being pushed. As the south team gets pretty aggressive, but it looks like we're going to have some action in the north here. They're holding right next to each other. We're going to end up having to split our attention quite a bit here, so bear with me. While we prepare for fights on multiple fronts, Monty B going to be the one to challenge Blizzard and Stidge in the south. And the defense staying almost like a wing. Actually, more like a kill box, but Missalot a little bit isolated here, as he has nobody to back him up. Actually, may it be back her up, if I recall correctly. Missalot might be a female. Monty B getting peeky towards Blizzard and Stidge, just looking for the kill. While Excise moves up with the under the cover of Maximum here. Excise inching so close to Missalot. Utility comes out. Missalot could use this opportunity. Might end up catching 2 here. And as I say that, the amazing sync and coordination, Blizzard and Maximum both picking up the corner defenders. Now down to a 4v2.5 as another goes down from Stidge. Trip and Legend now tasked with defending this objective. Blizz taking down Legend. Now down to just Trip. And Maximum catching him in the back. Virtual Secret doing a fantastic job at encircling this objective. They were, I would call that perfectly in sync. Them taking out the corners at the same time, then taking out another innard while also taking out the central, and then catching the last one in the back. We'll give Virtual Secret that well-deserved point in attacking that objective. That is almost clippable. I would even call that clippable. I mean, it was a perfect execution. If we see more of that from Virtual Secret, the connoisseurs are not going to be happy. After seeing that, I'm wondering if people's predictions are going to change here. Taking a quick look at chat. I'm glad all of you are hopping out here to come witness what Onward has to offer. If anybody of you, or any of you, are new here, this is a 5v5 tactical milsim shooter. The objective being the satellite dish, almost like a search and destroy setup. Marsoc, the blue team, tasked with getting to this uplink and typing in a 7-digit code on a tablet to gain 2 points. The Volk team is tasked with defending this satellite uplink. If either team kills the enemy team, it is a 1 point gained. As we hop in to round number 4 of this wonderful series.
Yeah, we look well professional.
This is a VR game, so all the players you see out here today or tonight, depending on your time zone, are playing in a virtual reality headset. Everything they do in game, they are doing in real life, whether crouched, proned, standing. Obviously, the running is done by joysticks. And that is the setup of Onward. The casting interface that you see here that I'm doing is run on a desktop monitor, however. Mr. Trip and Miss Lot taking up the north, while Monty, Foz, and Legend holding up the south approach in a 2-3 split. A quick look at these cameras to see how everyone is clearing their angles. Rich and the 3 musketeers over here about to run into some action. We're also going to have to keep an eye on the south as well. Oh, Monty B catching out Rich, getting peaky. Down to a 5v4. Maximum with a good nade, doesn't catch anybody though. Trip getting aggressive right onto Stidge, doesn't see him though. Stidge catching him out. Now evened up to a 4v4. Miss a lot with the utility coming out here. Lots of pre-fire. Foz picking up Maximum. And then miss a lot picking up Stidge. C4 comes out, doesn't catch anybody. Down to a 2v4. Excise and Blizzard going to be the ones to have to defend this objective. A beautiful grenade from Blizzard and the confirm. Right before getting flash. Excise now going to have to deal with Monty. Excise definitely aware of Monty. I don't know if Monty's aware of him, though. Oh, man. Monty, no. Or, I'm sorry. Excise not ready for Monty to be so close and crouched. Now down to just Blizzard to handle these 3 attackers. Gonna be hard-pressed to do this with 3 minutes. The attackers have the opportunity to rotate around and get a nice pinch here. (3v1) slowed down here a little bit. Blizzard trying to stay tucked in, just waiting for them to push. And it looks like the offense either doesn't have a proper kill count or doesn't know where Blizzard is. Maybe both. Monty gonna get the back angle onto Blizzard. Blizzard not expecting this kind of rotation. Just waiting for somebody to cross in this crack right here. She might be just staying hugged on the side. He's not going to be ready for Monty. Going for the cap. He has Tablet out. I don't know if he can cap from that corner. Looks like he couldn't, and he opted to go for the kill instead. FriendlyFire getting another point on the board. Again, the back and forth now once again tied up for the first map. Go ahead and mosey on over to the next objective, being the television room over here in the southwest building. Some good plays. It's just both teams doing a good job and struggling at the same time to kind of mold and adapt to the other team as they continue to trade rounds. First trading Volk, then trading Marsoc rounds. That objective being a relatively hard one to deal with from a defender's perspective. As we await for round number 5, which could potentially be the last round if Virtual Secret managed to get this cap, especially with it being this close indoor objective. If they bring in the same synced up offense they did in their previous Marsoc round, this could spell doom for the likes of FriendlyFire. Go ahead and hop into that gameplay view and look at the scoreboard here that people are bringing out. Maximum coming here to win this game for his team with the 6 kills. Not showing any mercy. Take a quick little overview of the next objective as the round timer counts down into round number 5 here. We'll see how the defense opts to prepare for this aggression from Virtual Secret. Gonna have some early action up here on the roof.
We've already got someone downstairs.
All right.
This is your spot. This is your spot.
All right.
Looking out there, okay?
Some last-minute quarterbacking here. As the defense gets set up, let's take a look at Maximum here for a second. As he looks to peek one out over on the roof. Shots coming out from Blizzard onto Trip. Not quite connecting, though. They're going to opt to get this rooftop position. Flashbang comes out, doesn't connect. Will Trip be ready for Blizzard here? C4 comes out, doesn't find anybody.
Hey, look.
Stidge getting aggressive as well. Legend finding Blizzard. Stidge not quite running into the defense, though. And now down to a 4v5. Monty catching Excise down here in the lower levels. This three-man stack on the center building. The defense leaving the objective relatively open, it looks like. Missalot covering one entry. Okay, Foz covering the other entry, so it is covered. But the bulk of the defense not on the objective. They are in a pretty decent position to rotate to a good viewing angle on it. As I say, that Maximum catching Legend. Echo 4, 4 remaining. More trades coming out, down to a 2v1.5 now. With Stidge, Rezable, Rich gonna be able to pick that up. Monty B pushing onto this corner angle with 4 minutes left on the clock, or just under. Virtual Secret has the time to rotate and get another push in. They did lose their defender over here on the west side of the objective. Monty B gonna have to be the one to cover it now, and Foz on the east side of it, watching the other doorway. Monty B definitely heard this revive come out. Trying to stay quiet and prepare for the ambush. Stidge gonna get caught checking his tablet. Just a Rich round the corner. Does manage to get the revive, or the refrag, though. Now down to Foz versus Rich in a 1v1 with 3 minutes on the clock. Let's take a look at Foz's position here. If Rich comes all the way around quietly enough and prones behind here while Foz is in a different corner, that could be a cap if he's quick enough. Foz, realizing there's a lot of holes, though, is rotating around and looking. Looks like Rich is going to try that approach. If Foz stays in that room, it could be fatal. And this could be the winning points for Virtual Secret. Looks like Rich is going to opt for a flashbang. Gonna give away his push-in, though. Goes for the aggression, goes for the kill, catches Foz, and the trade comes out. Virtual Secret coming out on top, though. 3-2. Virtual Secret coming in pretty strong with that attack, but now are tasked with holding the same objective that they just attacked. We'll see if they're able to do it. Gonna be interesting, again, to see the dynamic here. Had FriendlyFire stacking quite a bit of resources into the center room, as opposed to putting them nearer the objective. I should say the center building, both in the bottom and on the roof. We'll see if Virtual Secret has the same priority. Maybe they stay more confined, maybe they put resources elsewhere. One of the things I love about Onward is there are just countless ways to play the game and to accomplish the same task. Go ahead and hop into this gameplay view to let you all take a look at the leaderboard. Again, thank you everyone for showing up on this early Tuesday afternoon game if you are in the North American region. Hopping in to round number 6 here. Take a look at this defense.
Let's finish this up.
Virtual Secret looking to finalize this map for the series in their favor. FriendlyFire looking to cap, to take this point, to take these 2 points, and to take this map. The defense staying relatively confined on the objective with Rich looking for the angle downward into the southeast. Might catch out Trip here. He's gonna go for the shots. Oh, Trip barely crouching under the line of sight of Rich. But Rich catching the second, miss a lot. Legend and Foz now looking for the shots onto him. He does connect with him, only wounding him though. And the syringe comes out. X-Ice looking for the shots onto Legend. Nice little suppression. A flashbang going nowhere. Trip and Rich still exchanging fire here across the map. No picks yet. Still 5v5. Miss a lot, taking down Mr. Trip with the TK. FriendlyFire living up to its name once again as Miss-a-lot fails to miss her fellow comrade. Ooh, utility coming down, doesn't find anybody. Blizzard picking up Miss-a-lot now.
Oh.
Down to a 3.5v5 as Rich and Legend fight it up. Monty B coming in from the flank from down below. Blizzard getting the grenade onto Miss-a-lot. Maximum holding this objective down tightly from the small room over here in the northwest corner. Monty B making his approach now. In a 3v4, they're going to be hard-pressed here. X-Ice still in this corner, going to have to be dealt with if they hope to cross that line. X-Ice picking up Legend. Foz now aware of the position if he wasn't already. X-Ice with a really risky peek. Down to a 3v2 or 4v2. I can count, guys, I promise. Now down to a 2v3. I was just foreshadowing the future is all. A really good swing out from Foz. The defense staying relatively within their angles here. Just waiting for the push. Utility comes out, not going to find anybody though. Let's take a look at what's happening inside here. Maximum staying really vigilant to hold these angles, and Stitch holding the corner. Trade comes out, Foz and Blizzard. Foz, Resable though.
Down on me, there's one.
Maximum getting aggressive towards Monty, catches him in the back because he's not aware of, or not prepared for a push out like that. Giving a Virtual Secret the 4th point of map 1. And the first win of the series. What a beautiful hold of the objective from Virtual Secret. Maintaining the numbers advantage. And holding tight on their angles. Let's hop back into the gameplay to make sure we catch the scoreboard here. Lots of kills coming out here. Even from FriendlyFire, just not quite enough to gain the advantage on Virtual Secret. Curious to see what maps come out for the remainder of this series. And hop back into the scoreboard while we wait to see where they take us to next. Any predictions in chat? FriendlyFire really thinking hard about where they want to take Virtual Secret to. As they are now down a map, they're going to have to be smart in this pick. With Virtual Secret taking the win on their map pick. I wonder if Virtual Secret doing such a good job at getting around the defense and surrounding. Maybe FriendlyFire take it to USS Quest, where they can't quite surround them. They have to come from a specific direction, but even then, Virtual Secret did a really good job in the close quarters. Would be a hard choice. They take it to Subway. Ooh. An interesting choice indeed, as we put map 2 up on the scoreboard here. I imagine FriendlyFire is going to use this map as a way to prevent some powerful flanks coming in. We'll see how both teams adapt to this new environment, with it being very vertical as opposed to horizontal as sand was. As we go to our first objective, the basement objective. There we go. Had to fix a little hiccup in the scoreboard. As we await to see how these teams deal with the tight spaces that are about to come forth in front of them. Looks like we are keeping the same roster for both teams from map number 1 here. Go ahead and brighten things up for everybody watching at home, as the new feature for the casters allows the change in gamma so we can see the dark little corners. Not played around too much with it. These tunnels do look a lot more lit up than normal, this being the norm. But these dark corners over here still going to be really hard to point out, which is why most players opt to put their points into the night vision goggles here on this map. While it remains lit up, for the most part, the dark corners can just be horrendously hard to deal with. Moving into round number 1 of map 2.
It doesn't really have a ring to it, does it?
It's working the engine. Oh.
Maximum giving us a nice little sing and dance. Interesting spread we have going on here from FriendlyFire. It looks like none of them are opting to take the tunnels. Except for Monty, actually. A single player down here in the tunnels with the iron sights. Other than that, the bulk of the offense has opted to take the middle platform approach. Looks like Excise is going to be the one to challenge them over here from the subway. See if he deals with Legend first. Crawling down from the south stairs. He's gonna peek out. Will he peek out far enough, though? Legend just narrowly missing him with his laser. Again, for anybody new, these lasers are only visible to the casters. Players in-game cannot see these. These are just for the viewing experience. Legend might get away with this as he rotates into the yellow room. I hope Legend has a comfortable floor as he spends a lot of time on it. The shots come out, Maximum picking up Trip.
U-bend.
Missed a lot. Gonna have to get this refrag. She definitely hears Maximum's footsteps going back and forth down the tunnels, but she doesn't want to risk pushing out too far to get that refrag. She was not in a really good supporting position for her teammate going down over here. It's going to be hard for her to deal with the angle. As Maximum gets really peeky with the pre-fire, catches her out. A really good pre-fire. Foz going to be the one that needs to refrag this. A little late to react, though.
Both overpass players.
If Foz had poked out while Maximum was pre-firing, he could have saved her.
They know I'm coming from the north.
Now down to a 3v5. Excise looking for Legend now. This attack becoming very individual. C4 doesn't catch anybody. As none of the offenses are in good supporting roles. They're all spread out. They're all separated from each other. It's going to be really hard for FriendlyFire to pull this back in with 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Legend might catch Excise. Oh, Excise definitely heard that.
Side, east, south to south stairs.
And it's now just a standoff as they come into a stalemate here.
Tunnels.
Foz finding Maximum.
One down.
Only downing him, allowing him to give out the callouts. Foz gonna have to rotate really far to get the confirm. And shots, Legend X finding Excise. Down to a 3v3. Monty challenging in the tunnels towards Blizzard. Narrowly missing those shots. Blizzard generally bringing out a grenade. Let's see if he does once again here on this defense. Looks like he's might be priming one. Maybe holding a C4 clacker. Just barely staying under the line of Monty. He does have a clacker. He has a C4 clacker. Not sure where it is, though. But he doesn't pull it. Monty B getting the kill. Wonder where that C4 was. Oh, I see it now. right on that box would have caught Monty if Blizzard had blown it. Monty now looking for Rich. Almost gets caught out, down to a 2v3 as FriendlyFire is now getting synced up. Rich with the pre-fire Foz sneaking down the stairs. Gonna go for Rich. Gonna catch him out. Stidge now all alone. Gonna have to find Foz. Not ready for the push though, and Stidge going down, giving FriendlyFire the first point. A little bit surprising as they were all so spread out, but they managed to hold their own and win their gunfights and eventually meet back up with each other in the final approach to the objective. The away team coming out on top here. I have to say, I thought Virtual Secret would be the ones to take that. If Blizzard had managed to blown up, or if Blizzard had managed to blow up Monty B over here in the tunnels, that would have been a game changer, I think, as Rich would not have been so distracted in trying to take care of the tunnels. He could have focused more on this north stairs, which would have taken down Foz, potentially, and backed up Stidge. I think that was a key moment in this final defense of the objective. Hop back into the gameplay here and check out the leaderboard. A relatively even spread, with Foz leading the way on FriendlyFire with 3 kills, looking to avenge his team on the second map of the series. FriendlyFire looking to not disappoint the likes of the connoisseurs. We hop in to round number 2 here. What are y'all's predictions? Any early thoughts on how Subway's gonna go? I know we had some ideas on how Sand might go. Some of y'all coming in correctly, some of y'all not so much. Maybe try your hand at the Subway. How do you think this is gonna go down here? Monty B and Trip going up to the mid-platform. Once again, an attack not focused on the tunnels. C4 coming out from Monty onto this column. Hard to find who everybody is with these team name clan tags in front. Can't tell who's who. Mr. Trip and Maximum are right next to each other. I don't think Maximum realizes Trip has gotten behind him. And Trip with the quick push onto Maximum. Maximum not quite quick enough on the reaction. Stidge making his way down the north stairs, which Excise has made his way down the south stairs. They're preparing for the pinch onto the middle platform. Monty B being the only one up here. The rest of the defense being on the downstairs. We'll see how Monty B's position plays out with the C4 on the back of the column. We're gonna have to drop a camera here in case we have to pull away. Rich and Monty just barely missing each other. Neither one of them quite able to hit their shots.
It's not down, sorry.
The defense remaining tucked in on the bottom subway level, basement level, depending on what team and what callouts you use. Trip with the reinforcements to Monty from that north stairwell. Looking to get the shots onto Rich. Again, doesn't quite connect. Blizzard now getting aggressive here. Blizzard and Excise coming in from the south. The stairwell being diligently watched by Legend X. 2.5 minutes on the clock here. Plenty of time to prep this assault. Legend catching Excise. Down to a 5v3. Friendly Fire holding this objective strong. Not letting anybody get close. As the time ticks away. Looking for Blizzard here, and he catches him under the benches. What a shot.
One down, one down.
And down to a 5v2. Virtual Secret having a really hard time at kind of prying these defenders out of their holes with just under 90 seconds on the clock. Rich gonna find Legend. Oh, and the firing squad shutting Rich down as Stitch pushes on Monty. Just under 60 seconds left, a 1v3 now. We've seen it before. It is not impossible. He's gonna push the smoke, an interesting decision. He walks right into the line of Foz, right onto objective. Friendly Fire taking another point towards the away or the home team. My apologies, it was the away team. As we prepare for round number 3. Again, Friendly Fire doing a really good job on the defense. And go ahead and hop in here onto the gameplay view so everyone can take a nice look once again at the leaderboard and take a look at the numbers that these teams and players are bringing out here. We did have a drop on the side of Friendly Fire. Hopefully that gets cleared up relatively quickly so we don't have to pop into an intermission and delay the action that is Onward. We did have a return of the 5th member. Mr. Tripp once again dropping but coming back. So hopefully the action is not far behind. And actually move to the next objective over here, being a new objective, the southern, I guess, alleyway next to the stairs. Again, a brand new objective here in the league and in Onward. Curious to see, again, how the metas evolve in this new objective as we spawn in to round
Anybody
number
smoke
3.
for-
I do not, sorry.
Okay, do I need to cover you? I will cover from the side.
No,
No,
yeah,
I will
didn't
pre-fire.
basically rush
I will
around.
pre-fire.
I might not even cross yet. See what happens.
Like they're going to get pretty aggressive here in the defense, leaving Rich behind to guard the south stairs. Gonna be a tough one for FriendlyFire to engage, at least from that angle, but it looks like Tripp is going to try his luck down there. Drop a camera. And Maximum gonna have to hold this. Looks like they use smoke for cover in case they got the quicker spawn. As we place our cameras diligently where the action is going to be focused. The south stairs, the east alley, and the west alley. Rich narrowly missing Tripp's legs. Tripp gonna have to rotate now as he realizes these stairs are covered. Quick look at Maximum's position here. Looks like no C4 coming out on this approach. The attack doing a pretty good job at maintaining all angles of approach as they surround the objective here. We got 2 in the east alley, 2 coming up towards the west alley, and Tripp still waiting to challenge downstairs. Monty B picking up Maximum, opening up this approach a little bit. We see Excise rotating to back this up, tossing out a C4, doesn't catch anybody, though, as Monty and Foz are taking their time in this approach. Shot from Rich once again towards Tripp, not finding their mark. Flashbang comes out.
Flashed.
Shots from Foz, not finding their mark here. Rich still looking for Tripp. Like he's gonna hop off that angle. Now the western side is being challenged. We're breaking our attention here to 2 different angles. As our cameras don't quite want to place. There we go. Missalot and Legend inching their way. Legend finding Blizzard, getting really aggressive here. And Excise gonna peek, picks up Foz, but gets picked out by Monty in an instant refrag. Now down to a 2.5v4. Excise getting the callouts. Right before being confirmed, Rich poking out, catching Monty. Stidge with the risky rotation. Barely missing the sight line of Legend through the smoke. 2v3 now. If Mr. Trip was still on the south stairs, this would be a good time to approach, but he opted to rotate to the west alley. Mr. Trip gets caught out going for the cap, it looks like. Now down to Legend and Miss. As your caster has finally discovered the irony of being called Miss a lot as a female. That's actually kind of funny. And I'm upset that it took me this long to realize this. Oh, catching out Stidge, now down to just Rich. Looks like he's struggling to get his gun reloaded. A miss. A very unfortunate bug to run into as he picks up Legend with the Makarov, but miss a lot with the instant refrag. Bringing FriendlyFire yet another point, showing that picking Subway might have been the best call here, as they are holding the line strong. They have gained the lead, and they are sticking to it. Virtual Secret struggling to gain any footing here. They might be giving up map number 2. Bringing it to, dare I say it, yet another map 3 decider. I think all but one cast I have done so far has been brought to a map 3 decider. This has been absolutely amazing to watch. Looking back at the leaderboard here, once again. I hope y'all are enjoying the action as much as I am. Again, if you have any feedback at all whatsoever for me, please let me know in the comments, DM me, ping me, whatever. Anything you want to say about the cast, please let me know. I try to read it all and work off of the feedback given as we move in to round number 4 here. This defense being very aggressive, gonna run into Excise. An early pick onto Foz here. Blizzard picking up Legend over here in the west. Quickly down to a 5v3. Take a quick gander at Rich's perspective here. As he almost challenges Monty. Not quite, though. Excise with the utility. Might have flashed Monty. The grenade, unfortunately, bouncing off. Ooh, Monty with the C4. Not sure where it is, though. He's just waiting to blow it. He blows it. Doesn't find anybody, though. The suppressive fire onto Monty's position. Miss a lot. Now having to deal with Stidge and Blizzard. Down to a 3v5 here. And the duo takes down Misslot. Stidge on objective. He is pulling out the tablet and checking the code. He is capping. The cap is happening. The last remaining defender nowhere near objective. Trip trying to run to catch this. Will Stidge get it in time? Excite's going down. Stidge still trying to call it. The rest of the team just dying while Stidge caps. And Stidge manages to bring it in as the distraction succeeds. Mr. Tripp not able to deal with the entire team before the cap comes out. A beautiful, beautiful play from Virtual Secret, tearing up the defense early and pushing in, and then maintaining the discipline to not kill the last defender. Something that a lot of teams aren't quite there or aren't quite good enough at communicating yet. They knew the cap was coming out, though, and they maintained the discipline to die for the cause. As we pull up the scoreboard after the cap, Virtual Secret mounting a comeback here. Now have to defend the market objective. Hopping into that gameplay view and looking at this leaderboard. Again, that one objective point on Stidge. What a cap that was. Beautiful. Again, a perfectly in sync attack from Virtual Secret. It's those kind of attacks that are going to bring them to the victory and give them the chance to take this series. If they just maintain that discipline, this series will be theirs. And the 70 connoisseurs favoring FriendlyFire are not going to be happy.
Oh yeah, I could die again. Saying you're dead.
So they expect flankers, so...
Hopping into now round number 5.
Reset.
I stand corrected as we are having a round reset. Looks like somebody didn't quite make it in. Actually, everybody made it in. It might have been just a technical issue. As we, once again, await the starting of round number 5 here. Hopefully this is just a quick issue that can be resolved in a timely manner, and we get back into the action. We're gonna stick into the gameplay view because it would just be my luck to hop out of it right as they are hopping into the game. And there it is, folks, the round countdown timer once again, hopefully bringing us the real action.
Senor Captain.
You're talking to me? You're talking to me, man.
Of round number 5.
Exactly trying to, not me.
Radio check.
I
Radio
don't know.
check.
So Blizz, check.
I don't know.
Yay or nay?
Who's what you do?
Check Onward again.
I'm going for it.
Round reset again.
I believe it.
The defense spreading out quickly. The offense looks like they're not going to opt to take any of the normal early lines. Maximum
Oh, that was me.
holding down the
Didn't get
north
anyone.
stairs. Definitely going to have to drop a camera here, although we might not need to go anywhere as he picks up Foz quickly. Miss a lot. Now having to stop and figure out how she's going to deal with this. Legend X and Trip also making their way up from the tunnels. Gonna have to deal with Blizzard. Missed a lot. Pulling back from that engagement on the north stairs. Down to a 4v5 very quickly. Virtual Secret. Once again, gonna try and come for this comeback. Mr. Tripp getting very aggressive again. Blizzard caught out throwing some utility. Stidge gonna have to get the refrag. catches Mr. Trip. Now gonna have to deal with Legend X.
I got the refrag on Blitz.
Good call-outs here. South stairs now being breached. Not being watched by anybody, though. Legend X catching stage, getting too peaky. Rich gonna come for the refrag. Ends up falling back closer to objective. Now down to an evened up 3v3. As was pointed out to me, I clearly don't know what day it is, as this is a Wednesday, not a Tuesday. The days just flow together, and I have no concept of time anymore. What even is time but a construct of our own imaginations? The offense just taking their time, getting in place and in sync for the final attack. The defense a little bit antsy. They really want the picks, and they really want to take this next point. Rich gonna peek out. Legend X not quite looking at the moment. And take a look at Miss Lot Monty. Actually, they are regrouping with Legend X. Defense just maintaining their holds. Interesting to see that the offense is going to opt for the same approach. They are not splitting up, and with 90 seconds on the clock, they're gonna make their final move here. Maximum picking up Miss a lot. Only downing her, though. The callouts can come out. Revive. Oh, just narrowly missing the second shots. Or the second laser right onto her position. Pick up Maximum. No confirm though. Rich getting the refrag onto Missalot and Monty. Now down to just Legend. A good key pickup. Legend getting aggressive. He's pulling Tablet out. Exi's gonna have to push on this, and he does, stopping the cap. Bringing this to a 3-3. A deciding round for match point for both teams. As we give the home team another point. Mounting the astounding comeback that we're seeing here. That was beautiful. Almost a disaster. But they quickly turned it back around here. Rich with the nice double pickup. And unfortunate that the defender downed was not confirmed, as he was able to call out that Legend X was capping. If those callouts hadn't come out, X-Ice might not have moved, and that cap could have happened, and we could have been moving on to map number 3. But, as is the case of Onward, anything can happen moving into the gameplay. Checking out the astounding leaderboard once again, for any of you keeping track at home. And get that white out of there. Just reading up on chat here, seeing how everybody is doing during this cast, and seeing what kind of predictions we got here. As we come into this 3-3, who's going to take it? Will Volk Advantage prove to be strong enough against the likes of Virtual Secret? Or will Virtual Secret synced and coordinated attacks prove too powerful for Friendly Fire to deal with in this market objective? Don't go too far, as we are going to find out very soon. We are underway to our 6th and final round here for map number 2, Subway. And possibly the winning map, or the winning round for the series for Virtual Secret. And their 4-1 split going on here, a heavy south push. Mr. Tripp getting aggressive here. Gonna run into Maximum. Ooh, and Maximum peeks out and takes him. Echo 4. 4 remaining on the side of Friendly Fire. Foz picking up X-Ice, though.
One down north.
He's not going for the confirm. I think he's going to wait to see if he gets revived by a second. Go ahead and hop onto Legend X's perspective as he gets really aggressive here. He's going to push out into these 2 lines and gets gunned down. Now down to a 4.5 v3. We'll see if anybody opts to rotate long to pick up X-Ice or not. I don't think Foz is gonna confirm X-Ice. Either he doesn't realize he's alive, or he's just using him as bait. Lots of pre-fire, not finding their mark, though. 3v4.5 once again. Monty getting peeky. Dangerous thing to do. Rich trying to narrow his way into the cubby hole to avoid those shots. Doesn't quite make it, though. And the assault on the objective is coming. Stidge gonna get aggressive here onto Monty. Does find him. Pulling Tablet out inside the smoke. He's capping. Missalot's gonna have to react to this. Monty gives out the callouts. Missalot swings on it. Now down to Maximum and Blizzard. A very risky thing to do to try and cap that. Foz picking up Maximum. Blizzard gonna have to rotate, but he doesn't. And goes down from the likes of Foz. FriendlyFire coming out on top here with their 4th point on map number 2. Bringing this to the map decider we all hoped for. What a map that was. Almost turned completely inside out by Virtual Secret. As we move in to the amazing map of Quarantine. One of my absolute favorite maps to look at. Put it up on the scoreboard. This is going to be a good fight here. Virtual Secret having performed very well the last time I saw them on Quarantine. FriendlyFire is not going to make it easy for them, though. As we come out the gate with the far eastern objective. Looks like we have a little bit of rotations or drops coming out from the likes of FriendlyFire, so we're gonna wait for them to get those cleared up before we hop into the game. Hopefully it does not take too long and we don't have to go too far. And to answer some previous questions about whether or not Joker is good, Joker is a lot of things all at the same time. Good or not good, can't even begin to describe Joker. I hope that answers your question effectively and efficiently. And did I hit my head? No. But I did wake up to my cat eating my hair, so if that counts. At least I believe that was yesterday, or the day before, or the day before that, as time has no meaning to me anymore. But it was one of the days that exist. And still waiting on the full team of FriendlyFire to hop in here. As I say that, the 5th did arrive, so the action should be coming your way once again at any moment. We'll hop into the gameplay, so y'all can see the beautiful zeros that are the scoreboard. Again, as you can see, we are maintaining the same roster as the first 2 maps. No rotations out. All these players geared up and ready to continue the fight in this map 3 decider. And the countdown starts. Let us not waste any more of our precious times. our
Good
non-existential time
One picks us up and the other knocks us
into
down.
round one.
No, I'm just saying they might be overconfident. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like, yeah. I'm agreeing with Legend, but I'm saying they might be overconfident.
Some interesting psychological warfare coming out. As we move into a 3-2 split, the South Cross not quite captured. X-Ice instantly pushing up to center burning, looking for some early shots. Take a look here. This is going to be a key position coming out from Monty. Way up here with the G36 up in the third story. If he plays this right, he could effectively shut down most of the offense. Mr. Tripp might be a key player here if anybody tries to sneak their way down into this basement corridor. But the offense staying in position, just looking for any sort of peaks and picks that they can exploit before they make their first push. They're going to use the full 6 minutes that they have at their disposal. X-Ice might be the first to run into Tripp here. The offense right next to the defense. Both unaware of it, though. Just under 4 minutes on the clock here. As the North makes their way towards the motel position. We'll see if the likes of, I believe, Legend, yes, Legend X is able to hold this approach. Gonna have to drop a camera here and check out this approach into Legend X position here. Make sure our cameras are dropping. As the time ticks down, the suspense is building on where the defenders are gonna
Tell me when you're crossing.
get contested here.
I'm gonna cross in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good coverage of the crossings. Blizzard would have caught Legend if he went for the shots. Take another look here at the central approach. Maximum and X-Ice on both sides going to go right around Tripp. Tripp now in a really good ambush position, as Virtual Secret might falsely assume that their backs are clear. Take another look at the north approach here. As shots come out, not connecting with anybody. Let's see who was firing that. That was Foz from the second story of the third story onto Rich in the south. Again, not finding anybody, though. And X-Ice going down to Tripp. Tripp finding X-Ice in a nice trade. Stitch finding Legend.
Motel is down, motel is down.
Now down to a 4v3. The offense having the upper hand. They're gonna have to deal with this three-story position, though. Foz and Monty in a great spot to stop any attackers. Rich should have called them out, though, as he had shots ring out from this location onto him. Shots on from stage onto the 3-story.
He's stuck in the stairwell.
Good call-outs coming out here. Just under 60 seconds on the clock now. The offense are going to have to make their move here. Rich, the closest one to objective, needs to make the push. The 30-second timer coming out. The offense making their final push. Shots ringing out. Utility coming out. Monty going to be the one to challenge this. Rich making his way onto objective. Gets caught out by Foz. Blizzard now right on it. Going to get challenged by Missalot. Tablet is out. Blizzard is capping from behind the wall. I don't think Missalot hears this. He's not going to push out. He doesn't know it. Blizzard capping. 3 seconds on the clock and Virtual Secret get it. Oh my goodness. Just barely enough time to catch that cap behind the wall, giving Virtual Secret 2 points on the board. What a great start to the third map here. The deciding map. FriendlyFire calling out that they felt Virtual Secret was a little overconfident at the beginning of the round. But they might have a reason to be confident looking at this first cap that they just received. FriendlyFire gonna have to mount an equally aggressive assault in order to stay in the running for this. This is the action that we all look for in the Onward castings. Go ahead and take a look at the scoreboard with the beautiful Blizzard cap. Just barely. And now that I think about it, the caster's interface is actually 2 seconds off from the in-game timer. So he was basically out of time when he finalized the cap.
Max,
Beautiful cap
No, I'm not gonna
from
cross.
Maximum.
Take that. Take that.
South cross.
Okay, so I'm going north of Legend and try and work out.
As we hop into round number 2.
Smoke, smoke, smoke. We're gonna try and cross south.
See if they get caught out in this cross here.
One gone south. One gone south.
They do manage to get the cross. Some return fire coming out here. Mr. Tripp getting very aggressive down here. Taking up an offensive position in the same defensive position that he was in earlier. Looks like he's going to be spearheading the assault here. Right under Stidge. Stidge will probably hear these footsteps. It's a party in my trash can. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Mr. Tripp looking for the angle. We've got Missalot and Foz over here in the north with a nice duo in the 2-1-2 split. The other two being Legend X and Monty B over there in the north. Mr. Tripp gonna try and peek out Blizzard. I don't think he's gonna get it though. Let's take a look at where those shots were coming from. Maximum with a 12x out here on the front lines of the objective. An interesting position for a marksman. Curious to see how that comes into play here. Just under 4 minutes on the clock. The offense blowing things up. Tripp and Stidge probably aware of each other. Tripp definitely heard that, and Stidge definitely heard the shots. He comes around the corner, gun down, but gets it up in time for Tripp and him to trade. And Tripp comes out on top. Is Rezible here. Legend X and Monty B gonna be the ones to challenge from the north here. Ooh, let's take a quick look at Foz, as he's gonna run into Blizzard here soon. Along with Miss-A-Lot. See how they deal with Blizz here. Oh, what a line coming in from Rich to watch Blizzard's back. Might find Foz here on the corner. It's going to be really hard to catch either one of these guys at that range. The shots come out, don't connect though.
Over there. He's shooting at me.
Somebody's over there, he's shooting at me. The perfect call out. That's a mono call out right there, folks. As we move into the close in on the 2-minute mark here. Virtual Secret doing a really good job, but FriendlyFire could come out with the last-minute aggression. Legend X looking at tablet for the code. Blizzard looking for one. Just waiting for the 2 on his side to get too peaky. Definitely aware of them, as Rich should have called them out. Take a quick look at Maximum's position with the 12x. Also looking for action here. Legend and Monty slowly making their way in the north. Foz and Miss-A-Lot from the south. Maximum finding Monty B over here in the north, now down to just Legend on this approach. With his 2 teammates on the other side. Tripp not in a position to get revived. 60 seconds on the clock. Oh, Maximum with a nice shot onto Legend. Down to a 2v4. The fight rings out, closing down on the 30-second mark. They're going to be hard-pressed to make this long of a cross against 4 defenders. And they take down 1.
Let's just go for it.
Let's just go for it. As he gets picked off by Maximum with the 12x. Now down to Miss-A-Lot. Not going to be able to deal with 3 in the 10 seconds remaining. And gets caught in the back by Blizzard, waiting patiently. Virtual Secret commandingly taking their 3rd point. The connoisseurs are definitely sweating bricks right now. Reminding you that 16 were favoring Virtual Secret against 70 on the side of FriendlyFire. Man, oh man, Virtual Secret coming to this deciding map, ready to take it all. But now they're gonna be tasked with attacking the north objective over here. A very wide open objective, not the easiest to get. a surrounding position on. We'll see how they cope with it. Let's drop our camera, pull up the scoreboard, and hop into the gameplay view to ensure the overlay is not left up and that nobody has to squint to catch this great action of map 3. And there's your countdown, folks, as we move in to round number 3 here. And the map decider for who takes the series and who wins the connoisseur battle.
Be teams. What's that hospital?
This may be worth if you watch Nordic.
This time I got it.
Looks like we might have a 4-1 split coming out here for the attack.
Watch out for roof, watch out for roof.
Watch out for Roof as Legend X pushes his way up there. Might catch a couple.
Be careful.
And the defense spreading pretty far out here
Probably behind the containers
in a
here.
kill box. Take a look at Legend X position here.
I'm waiting for them to cross
With the 4
to the
times.
gas station.
Looks like he's gonna wait, like he said, for the cross. Instead of trying to pick him off early, he's gonna let them try and make it through when they're not prepared for a defender. This is gonna be very hard to predict. Like, nobody opted to make a push for the impact roof. Blizzard all the way out there in the east, possibly waiting for a flanker, and just gonna wait till the rest of the team gets across. Legend X narrowly missing as he had his gun down when the cross came out.
1 cross to gas station.
He calls out only 1 when in fact there were 2 that made the cross. Blizzard looking for Legend now, after having heard the shots. Quick look at how he's doing this here. Oh, looking for Trip now. He is well pushed out, possibly preparing for a flank. He's gonna cross right into Blizzard's point of view. And gonna get caught out in the cross. Oh, and the trade comes out. Blizzard having to awkwardly turn while prone. Bringing this to a 4-4 now. Take a quick look at X-Ice here. As he makes his way into the impact building. He's gonna have to challenge Legend X here.
I think we already lost Trip.
That is accurate, sir. Trip did go down. Looking at Foz here now. Just under 3 minutes on the clock. Stidge and Rich gonna have to deal with Foz over in the corner. Rich gets caught out. Stidge can't quite catch the refrag, though. Bringing this to a 2v4. I'm sorry, 3v4. X-Ice almost getting caught out.
There is one on the plane wing.
Shots ring out from Stidge onto Foz. Don't catch anybody. Take a look at X-Ice making his way up onto the impact roof. Gonna be very powerful if he plays this correctly. Gonna have to deal with Legend first.
Second, guys. 2 minutes, 10 seconds.
Stidge with the good pick onto Legend while he was distracted by X-Ice. Down to a 3-3 with 2 minutes on the clock. Maximum's gonna have to catch up to his team now. So X-Ice looks for the kills. Stidge making his way down on the west side alley. The defense very spread out still. If Missalot turns out to be the last alive. Oh, a nice shot from Maximum onto Monty. One shot kill. Missalot ends up last alive. She might not be able to rotate back to objective fast enough. Virtual Secret turning the tables back in their favor once again. X-Ice doing a really good job at this Overwatch position. Might catch Missalot if he's looking in the right direction at the right time.
Push up, guys. We need to push up.
60 seconds on the clock. Stidge getting aggressive over here. Definitely here's Foz. The grenade comes out, not gonna find him. He peeks out with his gun down and gets caught out by Foz. Missalot catching Maximum. X-Ice looking for the kill onto Foz. Not gonna find it though, only 30 seconds on the clock now. He's gonna opt for a dangerous rotation. I'm not sure he has time for this. 30-second timer comes out. "25 seconds. Going for the aggressive push. Doesn't have the time for this. Missalot being very far away. Takes down Foz. With just under 10 seconds. Missalot is now going to peek out and challenge him. Even though she just has to hide. But fortunately, the time runs out. Bringing this to a 3-1. Friendly Fire looking to not give away map 3 so easily. That was pretty close. If the attack was just a little bit faster, that could have gone the other way. Virtual Secret now have to defend this very objective. We'll see if Friendly Fire managed to punch through it or not. If Friendly Fire manages a cap here, this will be brought to a 3-3. And either team could take the round after. This series proving very exciting, keeping everybody on their seats. These connoisseurs just itching to get the results from this. And hop back into the gameplay view and take a quick look at the leaderboard here. As, again, the numbers continue to climb. What does chat think? Will this be the final round and Virtual Secret take it? Or will Friendly Fire successfully nab this objective? Hopefully we get our answers soon, as we await for these teams to finish their planning and strategy phase. To hop in to round number 4. And we heard the countdown. We are ready for it. As the teams get spawned in and ready to fight.
I only
To
said
the
it's a...
3 story and keep a lookout for people moving this way, okay?
I'll radio it in.
Virtual Secret looking to finalize their hold on this series. Blizzard doing some nice yoga moves to hold the rooftop angle. If I bent that way, I would probably snap in half.
Not seeing anyone east.
A 4-1 split coming out from the offense here. Like Legend X is gonna try to get a vantage point over here from South Hospital roof. Don't think he'll find anybody though, as long as the defense stays tucked in. The defense heavily stacking the west side of the objective. Which is where I feel the bulk of the attack is going to end up coming from. As Foz rotates way west. Go ahead and hop into the likes of Rich. Holding a very ambush position here. If anybody tries to rotate up the west side of the north rooftop, he should catch it. Shots coming from
There
Mr.
might be
Tripp
someone on the AC roof actually behind.
onto the AC roof, but nobody is up there
Inaudible. Ah.
as he shoots at nothing and giving out call-outs that are
Oh, no, he's not.
incorrect. Gonna distract the offense for a little while. Foz and Stitch getting ready to run into each other.
I hear voices in the west.
The cross comes out on the far east side. Gonna have to be handled by Excise over there. Go ahead and hop into this viewpoint. Mr. Tripp gonna be the one to challenge it. We'll drop a camera there as well as we split our attention across the map. Stitch might find Foz here as he gets aggressive. And he does, catching him in the side. Foz not ready for a position like that. Monty not in a position to get the refrag.
Echo 4 west.
Mr. Tripp getting pushy onto Excise's position here.
Does somebody have the front of OBG also?
Oh, Excise catching Mr. Tripp getting aggressive. Down to a 5v3 now. Favoring the defense. Rich just waiting for Monty to peek this window. He definitely hears all of these footsteps. See where Monty opts to go. He might try and take the rooftop like we saw Virtual Secret do the previous round. Legend X going for the cross now. Towards north roof. Just under 2 minutes left. Monty B shooting at what he thought was an enemy. Take a look at Missalot here as well. About to run into Stitch. Stitch finding her.
Echo 2 west.
And they do have a proper kill count calling out Echo 2. Now down to just Monty B and Legend X. Take a quick look at Legend's approach here. Excise going on a flank now, it appears. Just some confirmed shots. Legend finding Maximum Rich, finding Monty at the same time. And X-Ice catching Legend in the side,
I got him.
scoring them the 4th point and confirming them for the series win on this map 3 decider. And proving 70 connoisseurs incorrect. What a turnout. Virtual Secret coming out with a total of 11 points and FriendlyFire coming out with a total of 7. Virtual Secret doing an amazing job at shutting down FriendlyFire and breaching through their defenses. Again, this is the action that you hope for out of an Onward cast. And this is why I became a caster, to bring you moments like these. But that is it for me in this series here today. I hope everyone enjoyed this. And I hope you all have a great rest of your week. Be sure to keep an eye on VRML streams for more casts like this one. I'll catch y'all next time.